This is instant tennis training for tennis coaches, class number 1. Here you'll see down to the minute timing for the class curriculum of class number 1. We'll go more in depth into each section in the next few slides. At the beginning of class 1, don't expect all players to arrive on time, but as they come out on the court, introduce yourself using green dot balls, show them how to do ups and downs so they get a feel of how the ball comes off the racket. Next, show them up bounce ups and let them do it solo with a target on the ground, tapping up, letting the ball bounce, and trying to get the ball to land on the target. Following that, show them how to do the same thing, but now with a partner where they take turns tapping it up, trying to hit the target, back and forth, feeling the rhythm of the game and the beginnings of the rally. Lastly, you're going to need to go through, make sure all the names and introductions are done, that you've demonstrated all the parts of the tennis racket, that you've demonstrated and shown all the lines on the court. The next section is the introduction of the forehand ground stroke to the students, along with the shadow swing with the coach. Break it down, have them stop at each position, unit turn, rackets back, 3-point landing where the racket comes down and the foot comes down and the rear end comes down, up to contact, and follow through over the shoulder. In the next section, you'll have them drop hit from the service line to a partner on the other side. That partner will catch or trap the ball and drop hit back to their partner, practicing good form and being sure not to overhit. Finally, the last section for the forehand is to practice the mini tennis forehand rally. Players line up across from one another with a target on the ground, tapping back and forth, trying to hit the target with control. In the next portion of the class, we'll introduce the backhand ground stroke, and we'll want to introduce both the one-handed and two-handed versions. That way students can decide which one will work best for them. Here you see the intro of the stroke path of the one-handed backhand with a choked up grip, trying to give a little bit more control to the student. Then you'll see the two-handed backhand with full swing. So turning to position and swinging all the way through to follow through. Recommend doing this on the forehand and the backhand after the breakdown of the stroke. We'll then move to mini tennis rally, trying to use backhands but allowing forehands if needed. Again, from inside the service line with the target and trying to hit with control. In the last portion of the class, we'll have the students do a rally game of mini tennis where they drop hit to start, play from service box to service box, and keep score up to 7. Following that, we'll review the strokes of the day, we'll pick up the balls, and proceed to an off-court club tour and orientation. During the orientation, we want to make sure that the players understand how to book courts for practice, and if there's a ball machine, how to book and use the ball machine. We want to give them the information about their membership privileges while they're taking the course and tour them all around the facility. Make sure to mention at the end that we're going to have a party at the end of session 1 and at the end of session 2, and that they will be invited to both.